Greetings, Officer Sparky here, and today I'm about to give you all a movie review on Escape Room. You see, it's based off these attractions. You see, you go to these escape rooms with different themes like Haunted Mansion, Ancient Tombs, bank jobs, spaceships. Well, you know what I mean. And let me tell you about it. You see, Escape Room from 2019, there were these 3 contenders who received a puzzle cube. One was Zoe Davis, a fitness student. Jason Walker, a healthy day trader. And Ben, who works as a stock boy. When they each solve the puzzle, they are invited to take part in an escape room by the company known as Minos, with a $10,000 prize. But they're not the only ones. There was Mike Nolan, a truck driver, Amanda Harper, an Iraq War veteran, and Dinah Khan, an escape room enthusiast. Once they went in there, each of these escape rooms have death traps. The first one they were in turned out to be a giant oven, and they had to make a narrow escape. And next you know, they went into a winter cabin theme with snowy woods and a frozen lake. Whew, was that icy. And the other one they were in was an upside down billiard hall. Whew, was that drastic. And the other one was a hospital theme. And beds that remind each of the players' past experience. Whew. And next thing you know, it was so dangerous. Luckily, the next woman they were in was very dangerous than the last. And next you know, they met the game master, and they managed to take care of him. Once they made a narrow escape, Zoe returns to the building with the police, but the building appears abandoned and all evidence of the game has disappeared. Well, let's just say everything was well, but the Minos Company logo point to the building in Manhattan. And believe you me, it was not pretty. You see, the Minos Company was working on another escape room theme. They were testing out a fake plane. Whew. Believe you me, it was so scary. And in this one, Escape Room, Tournament of Champions, from 2021. Whew, believe you me, this one is highly dangerous. You see, Zoe and Ben decide to confront a shadowy operation after finding Corporal to its New York City base headquarters. Zoe is encouraged by her therapist to move on from her. Well, you get the picture. You see, the pair find the headquarters somewhere in Q subway train, but it turns out it was a trap. But they weren't the only ones. There was Rachel, Breninia, Nathan, and Theo. Whew. And let's just say it was very dangerous in there. The train becomes electrifying. Whew. Luckily they managed to make a narrow escape, but some was not that lucky. In the next room is a bank with a slowly closing vault and a deadly laser security system. Whew. Boy, was that dangerous. The next room was a postcard-like beach. Whew. And even it has its own quicksand. Luckily, they managed to make a narrow escape. And let's just say, it's not pretty. The group opens a taxi door to escape into, but once Zoe enters, the taxi locked Rachel and Breninia out. Zoe falls into the next room while and Breninia are killed by the acid rain. Ooh. Boy, was that dangerous. The next room is a child's bedroom. I believe you me, it's not good. Amanda appears and begs Zoe to become the next puzzle maker for Minos. Warning, she has no choice. Been revealed to be trapped in a glass case. When Zoe refused, Minos Ben's case started to fill with water, but Zoe worked together to free him. They managed to break out and report their finding to the police, who retrieve the bodies of Rachel, Breninia, Nathan, and Theo. The news about Minos goes public. The FBI agents assure Zoe Minos will be tracked down. But the Minos leader mocks Zoe Ben for falling into latest trap as the plane begins to fall and fill the cabin. Whew! Boy, was that dangerously scary. You know, I would have liked it if it became an animated series. Let's just say on Cartoon Network. Or it would become an amazing video game. Tell me what you viewers think.